Essays are something that we have been doing all throughout school, and now we're going to be doing even in the university. But sometimes, even with all this practice, we still haven't perfected the technique. In the past weeks, I've been assigned a couple of essays for the course I'm currently in, and I thought I could make a video with a couple of tips that I've learned with this experience. So, after we have an idea of what are we going to be writing about, and I'm gonna leave the process of coming up with the idea for a future video that is gonna deal with creativity and how to come up with ideas. So, you might wanna, hit that subscribe button. We have to start with the research. There are two things that I wanna mention here. First, sources. How do we find them? And a really easy trick is to use Wikipedia. Now, Wikipedia is probably something that your instructor is not gonna like for you to cite as a source, but this is a really useful place to find sources. You just need to find the article or articles about the subject that you wanna write about and read it. On the bottom of these articles, you can find the reference with all the sources, and from there you can go and read the original source to get a better idea and list it as a source of your essay. When you are researching these sources, I will recommend that you take notes, either a screenshot or a picture if it's a physical book, or a copy-paste to whatever you are gathering all these materials. This way you will have everything at hand if you need later to add an in-text citation and for your reference. This will save you a lot of time, since there's nothing worse to finding a really good source and then lose it among all the books, articles, or even your browser tabs, and then waste time trying to find it again. Since we're talking about citations, remember that you'll need to do them properly, and this means using the APA format. I'll leave a link in the doobly-doo to a site that can help you with that, but another easy way to do is just finding a citation generator, in which you just need to add the information requested about your source and it will give you the citation the proper way. I'll also leave the link in the doobly-doo. Making an outline of your essay is something really useful, something short that can give you an idea on how it will be structured. For example, if it is a 5-paragraph essay, you should make an outline in which you mention what are you going to be writing about on each paragraph. This is just going to be a short sentence for each paragraph that it might help you to stay on track. Once you have your preliminary research and you think you can start writing, then just write. Make a first draft. This draft is not perfect. In fact, it will most likely suck. Don't worry about it. Just finish the draft, and if you have the time, which you should have because you shouldn't be writing your essay the day before presentation, leave the revisions for the next day so you can see it with a clear mind and start rewriting it. If possible, in another blank document, or even make your first draft on, let's say, Evernote, and start your revision in Word. This way you can fix the problems you identify and won't lose the original draft just in case. 2 recommendations about the redaction of your essay. 1. Do not use contractions if it is a formal essay, meaning do not use words like isn't instead of writing it's not, or can't instead of cannot. This is important because it's more formal this way. It will have more serious tone, and it could even increase your word count, so it's a win-win. And try to avoid too many word repetitions. This will also help with the tone. And the last tip I can give you is to read your essay out loud. Many of these mistakes are easily detected when you read it, not in silence but using your voice. Just imagine you are giving a TED Talk. You'll be surprised on how many problems you can identify by doing this simple thing. Sometimes our minds are not enough by itself to do this, and it needs a different stimuli, and the act of reading it out loud will change the way you perceive your essay completely. And that's it. Was it useful? I try not to give the same tips that you can find in any other YouTube channels, so I really hope this was worth a watch. That's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.